Link? Oh, you broken son, what are you doing?
In my big hurry, when your hubby showed up, forgot my watch. Figure better get it back before you hocked it. Huh. I thought I might find you alone. Link's timing's great. A few more minutes, I would have been out of here. You would have missed the grand finale.
All right, Gregory. You've had your fun. Maybe I deserved it. I know I hurt you. Can we just get past this and still do business? Worldwide can do a lot for Media Corps.
You don't get it, do you? You used all your old tricks and you lost. Looks like your husband's finally had his eyes open. I don't know if he knows it, but this was his lucky night.
Oh, you idiot!
Lucinda wants to know what happened. Tell her I'll be glad to fill her in. Oh, something you should know. I got back to my apartment. I got a call from Connor Walsh. I told her Alex and I decided this morning that we were going to re-sign with her.
You knew that before you came here, didn't you?
Yeah. Made tonight even more fun. That's for the champagne. That's for the dinner. Here's another 20. I don't know what you're charging these days, but this is for that.
Get the hell out of here!
With pleasure, babe.
In touch. Good night, honey. Well, Scott, you were saying a few minutes ago, you said that your father and you had a distance between you, and you felt that that was because, well, you reminded your father of your mother. What did you mean by that exactly?
Well, Grandmother always told me never to talk to Father about her. I think I was a painful reminder that she died giving birth to me. He loved her very much. But you must know that. You and Father were so close.
Well, your father and I lost contact with each other years ago.
You know, sometimes I think that if my mother had lived, I would have turned out better.
Oh, why do you say that?
I don't know. Despite all my privileges, I haven't really done much with my life. I'm still floundering. All of my friends, they're married, they have careers.
And you never wanted to settle down, huh? Is that it?
Well, there have been women in my life, but nobody I've ever really loved. I don't even know if I'm capable of it.
You mustn't say that. I mean, that's not true.
Well, I'm sure Robert must be ready by now. I'll just take you back out to the car.
Scott,
Mrs. Mitchell, Lisa, as you know, my father doesn't have much time. I hope you'll come back to see him.
I don't know if that'll be possible. What is it?
I don't know. I can't really explain it. When I came in here tonight and I saw you here, I don't know, suddenly this house had life in it. I don't talk like this very often. I hope I'm not embarrassing you.
No, of course you're not.
Okay.
Scott, I've changed my mind. I think I will stay tonight. I think you and I need to talk a little. John...
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that you and my father were more than friends? Is that it? I don't believe it. He deserves...
No, wait, no. Your father and I were married.
You were married? That's impossible. If that were true, I would have been told.
No, we decided when you were born that you wouldn't be told about me.
Why?
Reasons. We had reasons.
Because of my mother? Did my mother get between your marriage to my father? Is that it?
Oh, that's not it at all.
Then what is it?
not. I'm your mother.
You even say such a thing?
Because it's the truth.
No, it is not the truth. My mother died giving birth to me in Europe.
That is the story they told you. They told you that because they wanted to save you the pain.
You know, if this is some kind of a sick joke, I'm not amused.
No, it's not a joke. It is the truth. I'm your mother.
And you really expect me to believe this?
Why else would I tell you something like this if it were not true?
I don't know. Maybe you're some kind of wacko. Maybe that's why I've never heard about you or seen you before.
Look, I don't blame you if you... I can't expect you to accept all of this. It's just that what I am telling you is true. The family and I agreed. This is an agreement we made because we figured it would be best for you.
My grandmother adores me. My father has never cared enough about me to ever have come up with such a convoluted story. So why? Why would they lie to me about my mother? Especially if you and he were married like you claim you were.
Look, the marriage to John, we were very young. It was a very bad marriage from the very beginning. It ended in a very bitter divorce. You were born after I'd already left John. And I realized that I couldn't possibly bring you up with the advantages that the Eldridges could give you. And that's why I agreed to let them bring you up as an Eldridge.
All right. If what you're saying is true and I'm not for 1 second believing you, then why all the secrecy? Why all the secrecy? People get divorced all the time. But they set up visitation rights. They set up custody. They do not tell a child that his mother is dead when his mother's not dead.
Look, there were other circumstances, you see, complications that...
Like what? Like what? Tell me! I damn well want to know what those complications were, because this doesn't make any sense.
Well, I never meant to deny you this. Please. I didn't mean to deny you anything. I just wanted to protect you. Don't you believe me? I wanted to protect you from all of this. And that's why I went ahead with the agreement, and that's why I have kept it all these years.
And now you come back? Why? Why now?
Why, isn't it obvious? I'm in your father's condition. Look, he came to see me. It was back in November in Oakdale, and he told me that he had cancer and that he was dying, and he said that he wanted to put his house in order. And he wanted my permission to tell you the truth. And I told him, well, I'd have to think about it a little bit. But before we had a chance to discuss it anymore, your father lapsed into this coma, and your grandmother came to me, and she told me that in case John died without regaining consciousness, then it would be up to me. I would have to decide whether I was going to go with his wishes or not. I mean, it was in my hands, you see.
Well, he didn't die.
No.
He came out of his coma, and he's upstairs right now. So why don't we go upstairs and tell him about this story of yours?
You can't do that. No, look, this man he's had a heart attack. Look at the condition you're in right now. You're angry. You're out of control. You go up there, it could be fatal to him.
Then why are you here? You must have really some good reason for doing this now.
I wasn't going to say anything about it.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't. But then when you told me how you grew up feeling so alone and unloved, I couldn't walk out on you, not again.
Uh-huh. Well, that's good. That's really good. And the tears, you really got me convinced.
It's the truth.
No.
It's the truth.
No, my father is capable of deception like this, but not my grandmother. She never would have gone along with your agreement.
Oh,
never.
No, Helen. Oh, Helen never. Oh, she never approved of me. She didn't like me from the first day she ever saw me. She said I wasn't good enough for her son. And she said that I was not really fit to be an Eldridge. Well, I mean, she was right. I was I was young, very young, and totally unsophisticated, so she just said I didn't fit into the Eldridge family. Surely you can understand what that's like.
Yes. It's the first thing you've said that's made any sense, but my grandmother loves me. She'd never lie to me like...
Don't blame Helen. We're such different people now.
Why? My father married you. My father must have loved you. Why?
He did love me, and I loved him. It's just something went wrong.
What? What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go so wrong that you deny your own son? You never think of him in all this time. You never come visit me in all this time. What?
That's not true. I think of you. I have thought of you. And then I tried to block you out of my mind because I felt that was the best. It was best.
Best for who? Maybe there was a time when you couldn't afford to take care of me. But I've heard about your life, about your restaurant, about your son. Maybe the real person that you were protecting all this time is you.
Oh.
Maybe the real person you were protecting all this time was the son you did acknowledge.
Oh, you mustn't think that. Look, I just simply had to live up. I had to keep this agreement.
Agreement?
Yes.
What kind of a mother makes an agreement to deny her own son?
I don't want to deny you. Please give me a chance to make up to you.
Oh, and
please.
how are you going to do that? How are you going to make up for all of this?
I don't know. I don't know. But when you came in here, when I saw you tonight for the first time, and you spoke to me, I had these feelings for you. I mean, we had feelings for one another, and then you asked me to stay.
That's before I knew who you were. You know, all those years that I felt that I was unloved, that I thought it was all my imagination, it wasn't. I was unloved. I was unloved and rejected by both of my parents.
That's not true. Give me a chance.
Give you a chance! You walked out on me all those years ago. Well, now I get a chance to return the favor. Goodbye.
No.
Goodbye, Mrs. Mitchell.
God, no.